They showed Chun-Li's whole, bro. That was crazy. I forgot anime was like that in 1994, bro. If you guys haven't seen it, go watch Street Fighter 2, the movie.
You could catch it on OnlyFans.
Catch it on OnlyFans. Oh man,
It's over 9,000!
Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to this week's episode. On this week's episode, we talked about the Lord of the Rings series becoming an anime.
And then we expanded upon that conversation by talking about live action movies we would love to see become anime.
Keep it locked. It's Keeping It 9,000. The episode's going to start right now.
All right, y'all, what is up? What is good? You know the vibes. It is Keeping It 9,000. Otaku with my brotaku, shonen with my bronin, an anime podcast from a New York point of view, NYC POV.
Yeah.
And for those of y'all who are new here, Keeping It 9,000 is an anime podcast that I, Kevin, have with my friend to my left, Jay Quell.
What's good, guys?
Yes, sir. Where we discuss anime and anime topics from our POV, which is that of people who are born and raised in NYC. You feel me? So we talk about different anime topics. We've talked about the whole subs versus dubs thing. You've seen the viral video, Stop Playing. Mm-hmm. We talk about different shonens that have dropped. We talk about anime movies, and every once in a while we'll talk about manga and just random different anime topics, just to share our point of views and
for the culture, the vibes.
Yeah, just add our takes to the growing culture, to the growing medium that is anime. So make sure y'all follow us on every social media platform. You can find us on Twitter. You can find us on YouTube. You can find us on Instagram, TikTok. Definitely jump in those comments, like, subscribe, and share. Most important thing you can do is share, because at the end of the day, you showing your friends make them watch it and take in our content, and then they take it on to the next person, what have you. Keeping It 9,000 is a growing podcast, and we've been doing our damn thing lately, so definitely join us on this journey, because we ain't gonna stop.
You know the vibes, man. It's Keeping It 9,000, best anime podcast in the world.
Facts.
So today, we're here, and we're going to talk about some anime. Bro, it's a rainy day in New York City, but we're not going to let that get us down. I think that it is what it is.
Yeah.
Actually, today's the perfect day to watch anime. On a rainy day, nigga, I could binge fucking
3
3 series.
Son.
I could read 100 chapters. My eyes hurt. I'm not even gonna lie.
That's a fact. Rainy days are the best days for anime, mainly because you got nothing better to do. Yeah. When I'm watching anime in the summer, low key, and it's a nice day outside, I feel guilty.
Yeah.
The only time I can watch anime in the summer and not feel guilty is either if it's raining or if I'm sick. Because it's all right, I need to be here because I shouldn't be anywhere else. But speaking about anime, we got some anime news for y'all.
What's the vibe? What's going on in the world today?
So some of y'all are fans of this. Personally, I'm not. I've never been a big fan of this series. But the live action series is a live action fantasy series, Lord of the Rings, is making an anime.
Okay.
Interesting, right? We've always seen it the other way around. We've seen anime movies be turned into live action series or movies, and they have always failed. We haven't seen one work yet. Literally, not one. Dragon Ball failed. Bleach failed. Rurouni Kenshin is the closest we could get, but still failed.
That's a fact.
Death Note failed.
You're lucky they didn't do Naruto or My Hero yet. I feel like they've attempted.
They're going to do One Piece. It's going to fail. The amount of budget that they're putting into this thing, just to see it fail, bro, it's ridiculous. But I digress. We're seeing the reverse. We're seeing Lord of the Rings turn into an anime, which, honestly, I think it could work.
How so? What is your take on it?
My take on it is Lord of the Rings is fantasy. And anime does fantasy really well in terms of in terms of what they can do with the animation quality of it all. It's sword fighting, there's magic, there's powers and shit. Yeah. I think with that, for me at least, it works best animated over it being live action. Whenever I see stuff like power based within a live action, it doesn't fit for me, because I know in actual life we can't get this, so it's not real. So to see it done real, I'm like, this, it hits, but it's not the same dopamine drip for me. Okay. In anime, I'm like, okay, I know all of this stuff is animated and not real, but now I can appreciate the art of it.
Okay.
But when you're watching, when you see things that are kind of power based within a movie that's live action, personally, I don't know about you, but I don't think about the art of it.
I mean, it depends on how good the live action was. How there's like Transformers. I think is an amazing like CGI series.
Yeah. But do you think that's art?
Yeah, I think it's art.
Okay.
It's like CGI is its own art. It's like own art form. Do I appreciate it? Not as much as I like animation and illustration. Yeah, but like the like seeing the path of how CGI has like evolved from like
it's dope to see
back in the days to now, crazy. But again, it's kind of limiting.
It doesn't hit the same.
And it doesn't hit the same, and also it doesn't really layer sometimes well on top of like real life too.
Yeah.
Like if you can do it right, like movie magic, cinemagic, yeah, it's cool. But when it's done wrong, it looks really corny.
It looks horrendous,
and really bad. I think there was this one movie. It's just a movie. I don't think there's a whole novel to it. Oh my god, bro! It came out like the mid 2000s. It's about these kids who discovered this like rock, a meteor or something like that. Then it got powers out of nowhere.
Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah. And then they could like jump. One could like jump really high.
Yeah, was it Jumper or something? No, Jumper's another. Jumper's another one. But Jumper's a good example of like live action powers. It's not OD. It's contained pretty
like
well.
Worked. Yeah.
I always forget the name of this movie every time I think about it.
I know they made a live action Power Rangers that was kind of like that.
Yeah.
I can't remember the name of it, but I know what you're talking about. Was it like 4 or was it the?
It's gonna hit us once we're done with the episode.
Yeah, but we got to move on for the content.
If you guys know what it is, comment it below. Let us know.
Yes, sir. Please let us know. But yeah, I think CGI is cool. Whenever I see it, I'm like, whoa, this is cool. But I never look at it like it's cool, like art.
Yeah.
I guess for me, my brain just divides the two. Okay. It's like anime. This is dope to see, and it's like I appreciate the artist for making this happen. But for CGI, I think like niggas in a lab coat and like just I think engineers, even though it's not engineers, it's just somebody editing like heavy.
Yeah.
But I think about it like that rather than I would with somebody who's making who's making dope anime.
That's true. But like CGI films, like all CGI films, like Pixar, all that good stuff. That's the 3D art.
That's
a different story.
Yeah,
like,
that's animated.
That's fire. Yeah, true.
It's animated.
That's a fact.
It's all animated. When you put animated and live with people, it takes away from me. It's like pick one. My brain, what's that movie with Michael Jordan? Michael Jordan and Looney Tunes.
Oh,
Space Jam. Yeah, like I like Space Jam, but I like it less because it's half live action, half animated.
I actually would have to oppose with that. I actually do love the crossover of like if you just take like animation and layer it on top of like live action.
Yeah,
I think it's kind of fire. Like did you see Agent Pikachu?
No, I didn't because of that.
Oh, it was actually really good. Well executed.
I mean, it works for others. For me, it's just I want the divide.
Yeah.
I want my live action, my anime segregated, bro. Separate but equal. I want my live action here and I want my animation here. I don't need those shits together.
You're about to cause a rumbling. A rumbling in the medium community, bro. Oh man. So like what are some shows that you would what are some movies that you would think about ever seeing as live action movies? Or actually, that's stupid. That's a dumb question. What are some anime that you would love to see as a live action movie?
We've made this discussion before. Anime that I would like to see as a live action movie, nothing that has powers in it.
Okay.
Because it just takes away from it and like it doesn't look as good. It never does. When we saw Dragon Ball Z, when we saw Dragon Ball Evolution, it did not look as good. Animated. It didn't look as good CGI as it did animated. When we saw Bleach, it didn't look as good CGI as it did animated. Ryuk looks horrendous in Death Note.
So I'm seeing the common thread for you is if it's an anime and it turns into a live action movie and they definitely layer with CGI on it, goodbye.
Bad. But things that I think would work, Kenichi, History's Mightiest Disciple. I think that could work as a anime that turns into a live action.
Yeah. They did Tokyo Revengers. It did look accurate. This is my thing sometimes. I get it. It's based off an anime, so you want to make it kind of eccentric. But I don't think that you need to put someone in a clown red wig. Like his friend with the red pompadour hair? Mm-hmm. Like, you could have just dyed a homie's hair red, and that would have been fine. Like, it doesn't actually need to be super
it doesn't
on
need
point
to be
with
one
the
for
source
one.
material. Yeah.
Yeah, Tokyo Revengers would work. Even though I said this, Code Geass may work just because of Transformers. Like, they figured that shit out.
Okay.
So that might work.
So like a Gundam could work.
I'd say Code Geass more so because of the story is the story is like more complex. Like it has like a lot of like politics to it, and there's like some mystery to it all as well. Gundam, I feel like it's kind of like run of the mill mecha.
Oh no, you're gonna have to watch Iron Blooded Orphans.
Gotcha.
Oof, that is probably the best mecha story I've ever seen in my life.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
What else would work? I don't know. Those are the few things that come to mind. Kenichi, Kogias, and what was the other thing I mentioned?
Bro, I'm forgetting already.
It's all good.
Bro, it was Kenichi Kogias, and there was one more in the middle.
We talked about Tokyo Revengers a little bit.
Yeah, I think that I think JJK could be a good live action. Ugh. Like, I think it could be a good live action. It's just gonna be one of those where it's like you don't have to do the CGI, you know, like
Gojo.
All right, you're gonna need CGI for that. But that's Gojo. Come on, like you know. That's
they got a nigga they got a nigga that's a volcano.
Yeah, you're gonna have to.
What about the nigga that can make his arms or his body into everything? Maki.
Oh yeah, okay. Maybe not JJK.
Yeah, nigga, what are you talking about, son?
I don't know, man. Actually, My Hero wouldn't be too bad.
Yes, it would.
No, it would not.
Yes, it would. The heteromorphs?
Yeah, it'd be niggas with masks.
They got a nigga who's a rock.
I mean, he make a nigga ashy. Give him some bad
skin. You got a nigga that's a rock. There's a nigga that's a bird. You got a nigga that's You got a girl that's like half buddy. That might work.
Fan service.
Mirko with the dumper. Come on, son.
Bro, Miracle. See, I'm saying Miracle live action. You know, people want to see that.
Yeah.
You know, All Might live action would just be like he would look like a WWE.
Yeah, John Cena.
Like, John Cena type. You feel me?
Still Deku, not being big enough. Yeah.
I don't know what Deku's gonna look like live action. They should make him black though.
It'd be fucking Timothy Chalamet.
Honestly, no, that'd be Shigaraki. I feel like Chalamet would play a good Shigaraki.
Yeah, possibly.
Yeah.
That's a conversation for later.
Tom Holland as Deku. No, why am I giving him more roles?
Nigga, what?
Michael B. Jordan as Deku. you know he wants it, bro. Oh my God, you know he wants it. It's either that or he wants to be All Might.
He's Afro Deku.
Yo,
remember Bakugan Foundation?
Yeah. Yo, Afro Deku probably one of the most slept on characters in the world.
That gotta be like an unlockable character in the game, bro.
That's a fact. But I mean, let's talk about anime let
me intro it.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so we've seen it done the other way around so much, and it's become annoying for me. I don't know how you feel about it.
Yeah.
But when we see anime become live action, I think it's a clip. I don't think it works.
Okay.
But with Lord of the Rings, I think they made a smart decision. We're seeing anime grow as a top tier medium.
Yeah.
And so if this movie and book series has been successful in the mediums that they've done already, it's smart for them to branch out in other ways. I don't know if they've done a Lord of the Rings video game, but I know they've done like board games and stuff like that.
They've done a video game and stuff like that, yeah.
But now they're doing an anime, which I think is a smart decision for these live action movies. If you've made something, especially that's fantasy, that requires a lot of like powers and whatnot, I think it transitions very well into anime rather than it being the other way around, anime into live action. Okay. So my question for you, Jay, is what live action movie would you like to see be turned into an anime?
Ooh, what live action movies would I like to see be turned into an anime?
Yes, sir.
I mean, there's a lot of live action movies to work off of. Man, it really just depends. Like, are we talking like live action? Are we talking romance? You know, like there's a lot of shit, a lot of genres in anime.
I mean, yeah, because we got to think about it. Like, I think things work as anime based off of like a couple of things. The animation of it, obviously.
Yeah.
The story, obviously, and the animation, story, and just overall like the culmination of like I mean, it's all story. It's animation and story. So it's like, which movies do you think have good enough story to be turned into an anime and survive versus along with have good enough like things happening in it that it could be turned into an anime? Like there's some live action movies with beautiful scenery. Yeah. There's some live action movies with just beautiful shots that you would love to see transition. Kind of like how you seen what Chainsaw Man has been able to do.
Yeah.
Shout out to y'all who were paying attention to last week's clips.
Shout out to Chainsaw Man.
I was talking shit about Chainsaw Man, but I just like to say I do not apologize because I stand by what I said. Chainsaw Man is not capturing me. It's not capturing me. I'm still watching it, but again, I am not the biggest fan of it, but I'll watch it and I'll let y'all know what I think about it later. But as for now, I think it's good, but remember what I made space for. Hell's Paradise is top shelf.
Yo, But don't listen to him because I think that Chainsaw Man is an amazing series and needs to get more love. See, he still has it on the shelf. There's still a place in the world for it. Don't shoot it. Come on, man.
Just get the mat again.
I need that Chainsaw Man sponsorship. He's messing up the flow right now.
What time?
Not the second volume, too. Chill, you gotta shoot power. We don't abuse women out here, bro.
What time for the what time, bro? Like, Chainsaw Man is good, but like, you know, how I feel about Chainsaw Man compared to how I feel about Hell's Paradise. Pow, it's power. You take it to the face.
I'm crying.
J. Cole's like, this podcast is about to be keeping it 4,500. I can't keep
taking it. I got to take my Chainsaw Man love and backpack it and take it elsewhere. Clearly. Come on, we're going. We're leaving. You feel me? But series-wise, bro, man, all right. The first series I got to say that I would love to see become an anime would be the Fast and Furious franchise.
Gotta talk about it. Break it down for us. Why?
All right. So Fast and Furious franchise, for those anime people who watch a lot of anime, have never seen real people TV. I'm playing. You've definitely seen it before. It's about this guy named Dom Toretto who's just like, you know, this like bandit outlaw who's only goal in life is to drive cars, and somehow he makes friends and family along the way. Mm-hmm. He meets Brian along the way in the original Fast and Furious series, who becomes his best friend and helps him through all the adventures. Somehow it became a supernatural. He's a CIA reverse agent series. Before it was just him, he was gangsta and he was driving with cars.
They were just speed racing, bro.
They were just speed racing. That's what I'm saying. And then I don't know what happened after that, but they escalated it beyond the point. But that's kind of what a lot of anime feel like. You know, original Naruto, he was just a base level ninja. Mm-hmm. There was no crazy powers. It was just like fireballs, like shuriken kunai. Then it became about space aliens and all this other bullshit, right?
That's a fact.
But that's what I think Fast and Furious can become if it became an anime. Like, should we see it as a movie? Should we see it as a series? I think that it can do well as both. Like, I think the original like 3 movies plus Tokyo Drift could be like movie based.
I would love to see it be a short series.
A
short series is just like, yo, there's this guy. He's an outlaw. He gets introduced to this guy who's a cop.
Yeah.
They drive fast cars and they figure shit out along the way.
That's true. Now, would you change the story and like give it more of like an episodic story, or like would you keep the original plot of it and kind of just make it like mini OVAs?
I think it could work as an episode. I think it could be episodic. I think the original relationship between Brian and Dominic would be interesting, just because you have that. You can spread that out for like 3 episodes. Like
said Dominic.
What's his name?
Dom. Dominic is so formal. You know him? That's your boy.
I mean, it sounds like you know him. You over here use his nickname? But yeah, the relationship with Dom and Brian, I would love to see like that transpire throughout a series. You know, I think with OVAs, that's like, because OVAs are usually like you get one like a year or some shit like that. Right? I think with a series you get more of that. You get the feel of that more. That, and I also think that just the animation of fast. We've seen animation of like fast things in anime, and they figured it out. We've never really seen the animation of like driving, really.
Well, they've done like was it 86 and like there's a couple other like driving animes.
Or maybe I've never really seen it.
Yeah. It's okay. Sports anime, we kicked you out of that. Driving anime is adjacent to sports anime.
Yeah, we'll watch NASCAR anime.
Yeah, but I mean, there's a few, but I think that it does translate well, especially with today's modern day capabilities with animation.
Because I'm thinking like Gundam, but with cars.
Oh yeah, that'd be pretty hard.
Like, cars won't be transforming or anything, but you get to see like the cars do dope shit.
Of course. Now, do you think that it'd be like a seinen? Because I'd like to. I don't want it to be.
It has to be dark.
Related.
It has to be dark.
Yeah,
it has to be dark.
Especially that scene where I don't want to ruin the series, but you know who dies.
It's been a long time.
And they need to license that song.
Without you, my friend.
Oh man, Charlie Puth getting mad money.
You all about it when I see you again.
That's all you, man. Yo. I love that song, but honestly, when that shit came out, I heard it too much.
Yeah, bro.
I had to clear it from my memory.
Couldn't listen to Wiz Khalifa for like 2 more years after that.
And that's what I did. I don't know if he's still making music. How about you, bro? What is your first pick of anime movies movies that you would love to see?
My first pick? Anime? I'm going with Harry Potter, fam.
Okay.
I'm going with Harry Potter strictly because it's fantasy, and I think anime would do well with... Anime always does well with fantasy. So to see fantasy be translated into drawn on anime, fire. That story is great.
Story is beautiful.
Harry Potter is one of my It's literally one of my top 10 favorite
That's
series.
Mob Psycho, bro.
I literally have the Cursed Child stage play on this shelf. Love Harry Potter.
Hell yeah.
But I'd say my first one would be Harry Potter, mainly because of the story and mainly because I would love to see like wand spells animated. I think it would be to see Patronus in anime would be so fire. To like that white ghosty figure, I think that would be dope as fuck. To see a fucking Avada Kedavra done on a nigga in an anime, son.
Oh, that'd be dark.
Yeah,
that'd be pretty good.
Yeah, that'd be fire. And Voldemort, yo, imagine anime Voldemort.
Oh, disgusting.
Yeah, that'd be so fire. He'd be like almost Orochimaru looking. Yeah.
Big Shishio vibes.
Yeah, it'd be like anime Voldemort would be like a combination between Orochimaru and Ryuk from Death Note.
Oh, that's a horrible combination. Yeah. Oh no, I don't want to picture that. Jesus Lord,
with the tongue.
Oh no. Oh.
Yeah, I think that would be so dope to see. Story, I think the Harry Potter story is good, and it'll transpire well. But what I would like to see most of the Harry Potter anime would be the animation of it all. Okay, I would love to see like somebody like Mappa or UFO Table animated because I want to see those spells like really hit.
Yeah. All right, I can see that. And what I really do love about Harry Potter is like the world building aspect of it. Mm-hmm. You know, like. It's kind of like it starts off like every other like kind of like regular shonen. You get them into school, and then everything's safe in the school till it's not. Then it's like, okay, the school's not safe, the world's not safe. The world's not safe. The other side of the world isn't safe. I mean, I can see how they can translate that pretty well in a Harry Potter series. Yeah.
Nah, Harry Potter is definitely up there for me. The whole series, do it, and it'll last forever because it's anime. Yeah. Like the first movie could be 24 episodes easy, and they could. Bro, it could be an over 100 episode series.
We don't need that anymore.
Like, we don't need it, but especially as a person who read the Harry Potter books too, the story is so dense. So the story is pretty good. Like I think, like right now, it seems like they're making. I think HBO Max confirmed that they're making a Harry Potter live action remake, but as a episodic series. Yeah, and I think it's gonna be like hour episodes each. Probably, they're gonna do the HBO thing, so it's probably gonna be like 10 to 12 episodes. Yeah. If it's a half-hour thing and they do it for 22 episodes, I think it would work. Just because of how dense the story is.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, there's good source material with it, too. Mm-hmm. That is true. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, let's stop talking about Harry Potter before people start calling us transphobic.
I don't even get this joke, but...
Nah, J.K. Rowling has said some things.
J.K. Rowling, man. Shorty wildin'. All right, so the next up for me actually is going to be nothing action related. I'm a type of guy who really loves anime movies that are based off of like romance and like, you know, like kind of like has like a pretty deep sense of realism.
J.K. wants to see The Notebook turned into an anime.
Bro, I'm here for it, bro. I'm a soft boy. I like that shit. Sometimes I love shonen. I love all the fighting and battle and stuff, but like I'm like I get it. They beat each other up. Like, what's next, you know?
Nah, that's peak, bro. That's peak. J. Cole soft. I'm hard, like Rikers Island bars, bro.
Yo, we gonna keep you over here. Oh, man.
Bricked up.
Yo, so I really enjoyed watching the movie Lost in Translation, a Sofia Coppola movie about it's about Bill Murray and Scarlett Johansson. They both come with their significant others to Japan. One's there for like a commercial photo shoot. The other one, her husband's like an expat trying to do business, and they're both just not satisfied with their lives. Like
no Bill Murray's one can satisfy her. She needs more wood for the fire.
Hey, keep it going. Oh man, but yeah, like they're not satisfied, so they actually meet up in Japan randomly in the middle of nowhere. And this is like Japan before, like, you know, the 2000s, where it's like there's no cell phone. There's cell phones, but there's not like internet. Right, you know what I'm saying? Like everything's just in person, and you get to see people blossom a friendship that grows from like their sense of loneliness, and they kind of find love that's kind of like forbidden in a way, because, you know, they're both married, they both have obligations, they both shouldn't be doing this, but they do it anyway. And I think that can translate pretty well into an
anime. Why?
I think an anime movie instead of a series. Like it could be a series, but I really wouldn't want to watch it as a series. I kind of would just want to get to the point. Yeah, so I think that if they made that into an anime movie, I need my boy Makoto Shinkai to do his thing again and make the best out of it. Like he does his work on his pen, and I think that he'll be able to translate that into a movie pretty well. And, you know, that's something for everybody. You know, like you can bring your girl to the movies and be like, yo, I got this anime movie that you want to watch. I'm pretty sure you've seen it before, and she'll be down. You know, most of the time when you tell Shorty, "Hey, we're going to watch JJK in the movie," I don't care.
Yeah, no, I've watched JJK with Jay Quella and his girlfriend. She didn't care until Gojo showed up.
You feel me? So imagine when Bill Murray shows up in an anime form, bro. Oh man, but yo, check that out, man. If you guys haven't seen Lost in Translation, go watch it. It's a good movie. How about you, Kev? What do you think is a good movie a good anime that you'd love to see?
Good movie that I would love to see turned into an anime would be any Bruce Lee film.
Okay.
Enter the Dragon, Fist of Fury, all of them, bro. Any Bruce Lee film, mainly because the action animated. I mean, there's a difference between you and me. Yes, I want to see action animated. I want to see, especially with what they're able to do with anime now, like being able to see fight scenes frame by frame by frame, like literally seeing, like if I'm throwing a punch at somebody, it's not just a flash anymore. It's literally like you're seeing the arm swing each and every way. You're seeing the person eat it. You're seeing like the fist go across their face.
They're two flying across the block.
Like you're seeing spurts of blood just flying out. Like maybe you don't need to see all of that, but like for me, I would just love to see that. Especially like I don't want to see a new Bruce Lee.
Yeah,
I don't want to see, which low key, it's crazy. We don't really get them anymore. Like we had Bruce Lee,
he died.
Yeah, duh.
Rest in peace, bro.
We had Bruce Lee, we had Jackie Chan, we had Jet Li, but after them, it's like, who do we have that's really doing like?
I mean, you didn't see the Ip Man series?
Yeah, but like, there's no young guy doing it.
Oh yeah, I guess.
We don't got that anymore, really.
So
that's what I'm saying.
It's like it was low key a limiting genre for the homies.
Yeah, and I feel like that genre is like. It's kind of dying.
Yeah.
But I think a good way to keep it alive would be just taking all of those movies and turning them into high budget anime films.
Okay, yeah.
That would be fire. Especially like when you really put that budget into it. Fucking get UFO Table to do it. Don't even touch base with Mappa. UFO Table gotta do that. And they gotta put the bag into it.
Yeah.
And also they may have to like pay for your Bruce Lee's life rights, but
yeah,
like, to see that, I think that would be a really dope way for his estate to like keep his memory alive.
I could see that being pretty good.
Right?
Hell yeah, I'm down for that.
Yeah, that'd be so fire. How about you? What's your next one?
My next one is going to be. So you have ever seen John Wick?
I haven't, but I know of it.
So John Wick is. He's a demon. Like, you know, do not mess with him. He was this guy who was a hired like Russian mob like hitman, and he retired. He quit that life. But you know, in story, you can't quit once you've done so much damage to the world.
Nah.
You have to lose something.
Yeah.
So bro lost his wife and his dog. He went on a killing spree.
He lost his wife and his dog? I thought he only lost his dog. Every time I hear people talk about it, people are like, yo, they murdered his dog and he went crazy.
Well, he lost his wife first, but then the dog was the memento from the wife. But then they snuck into his house, stole his car, and killed his dog. Which is messed up. The dog didn't need to die, bro. So, you know, that's literally like some like anime revenge type source material for a show. I think that because there's like 5 John Wick movies now, they could totally make it into like a episodic series. Like it doesn't have to be movie based. And I think that watching him adventure through the different cities and towns, getting his revenge on his ops, that's worth it. That's peak. I can definitely see that like translating into something fire.
That's dope.
Yeah.
What about it do you think would be fire though? Like what aspect do you think of it would translate well into anime besides the story?
I mean, for you, the action.
My
boy is Mr. I'm going to shoot you this way and the bullet's going to come around and hit you from the other side, bro.
Oh, remember that one movie? Was it Wanted?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, where they had like with Angelina Jolie, where they had to curve the bullet.
Yeah.
I mean, that was so corny, but to see it was like, yo, you turn the bullet sideways.
So John Wick does a lot of like those Wanted style kills. And you know, like he's not just like a gunman. He's a hand-to-hand fighter. He kills you with not. He's a warrior. Like he's legitimately a top tier assassin. And I think that would translate pretty well into anime. Do we need like the finest CGI on top of it? Nah. I think that good old hand drawn. Honestly, if they really want to make it well, draw it in like a 90s style animation. I think that low-key, that's also a style of animation that could make a comeback. Because some people, like I was out last night, I saw the Street Fighter movie. And 94 Street Fighter movie, I'm not going to lie, the animation quality was here in terms of how they drew the characters and the scenes. But of course, it's the 90s, so it's all not really fluid.
Yeah.
Now
it's like the painted backdrops and stuff like that. Yeah.
Exactly, but it's like they're fighting, and like again, like you're not getting every single frame. You're getting Chun-Li throwing a kick,
and it's like,
and then you see the other side of the wall with the kick, and then it's back to Chun-Li. Yo, also fan service. They showed Chun-Li's whole, bro. That was crazy. I forgot anime was like that in 1994, bro. If you guys haven't seen it, go watch Street Fighter 2, the movie.
Could catch it on OnlyFans.
Catch it on OnlyFans. Oh man, but bro, like I think that I think that retro anime could definitely make a comeback in 2022 or 2023, 2024, whatever year we're doing it in. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I would like to see more like painted backdrops within anime. Because that was so dope when you would be watching like a Cowboy Bebop or... God damn, Jake. Well, the loudest ringtone I've ever heard. Holy shit.
We're here, though.
Yeah, your volume on max? Come on, son. Yo, you had that connected to the Bluetooth speaker? But yeah, nah, I would love to see that. I think that's dope. That's dope. What's my last one? Let's see. What do we got? Bruh. My last one, this is going to be a little bit different from what I picked earlier. Because with this one, there's probably not even going to be a lot of fighting in it if it was an anime movie. Mm-hmm. You would probably see like 1 or 2 punches, maybe. The Ocean series. I'm talking about Ocean's 11, Ocean's 12, Ocean's 13.
I've never seen them.
Bruh. So Ocean's, it's their heist series.
Okay.
Basically, it's a series where... And a big part of it is like ensemble cast. So all the people that were in it were like super like famous. Like you had George Clooney, you had Brad Pitt, you had Don Cheadle, you had Bernie Mac was in one of them. A couple of them.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, rest in peace. And you had Matt Damon. Matt Damon was in them too. Basically ensemble cast, and it's a group of guys and I think a couple girls who their goal is to rob somebody blind, like to rob million and billionaires blind. And so to be able to do that, they need somebody who has a specific type of skill in each way. So you have like the guy who's just like a regular old con man. He's a smooth talker. He could sell like water to a whale. Yeah. And then you have a guy who's like really good in tech. You have a guy who's really like flexible and can like get past specific like spaces. You have a guy who's really who's financially stable, but he like kind of still lives on the life of crime. So he like he backs up. You have somebody who's in with the dark market.
Batman.
Yeah. So basically, it's like a grouping of that. So it's an ensemble cast in the sense of like you have celebrities playing these characters, but also ensemble in the sense of ensemble characters based off of like, oh, you have these people who have a specific skill that'll help you within this heist.
Yeah, it's an army. So it's a very well tailored special ops army.
Exactly. So their whole goal in the original movie is to rob a casino.
Okay.
And then the second movie, I think they're robbing some like billionaire, and then the third movie, they're robbing some like French guy.
What did the French guy do?
He's not a good guy. But to be able to see that, especially like see their own specific, each person's specific skills switch into an anime, I think is dope as hell. Like to be able to see somebody who's like, hey, he's a driver, he could like maneuver out of any like situation he needs to. I think that's fire. To con man situation, you get like a kind of like a Spike Spiegel type situation, like a smooth talker. Then you have your tech guys, so it's like your, I don't know, whatever nerd that you want to pick up.
Izzy's.
Yeah.
Izzy from Digimon.
Yeah, your Izzy from, exactly. So to be able to see that animated, I think is cool just because it's more so story based than it is anything else. And there's also like, the cool thing that they do with the Oceans movie is they'll show you how they do something, but then they'll keep some stuff away from the viewers and then show how they did it later. So for example, you'll see somebody like, you'll see in the end like this guy gets arrested, and then at the end he wasn't really arrested. The people who arrested him were just his friends pretending to be cops. But then they'll like just give you, they'll hit you with that okie doke a little bit. And I think that would be fire to see animated, because like I think we probably get a little bit of that with the anime Lupin. Lupin the Third. Yeah, I'd imagine it's kind of like that. I haven't seen it, but I know what it's based off. It's based off of the Arsène Lupin series. And so to see that movie trilogy turn into an anime, I think would work well. And I think it's one that would work well and would surprise people. I think it would like catch. I think they would put it out and people will be like, I'm not watching it. Maybe I'll try it out. And then people would watch it and be like, holy shit, this thing ripped.
Hell yeah, I'm down for it, man. I love heist movies. I love action movies.
And you haven't seen Oceans? Damn,
I haven't. I think it's like along the lines of like, the Mission Impossible series. Like I want to watch them, but they're just mad long, and there's never time to just sit down and consume them.
It's a rainy day.
Yeah, like it's a rainy day type of film.
Yeah, and it's a rainy day. Check it out later.
Maybe I will. Oh man. All right, that's a pretty good list. I think that. What do you guys think? Like, what movies would you love to see get turned into anime? Let us know in the comments. Also, we have the Discord. Hit us up in the Discord. Let us know if you're listening to this episode. What movies would you love to see get turned into an anime? But
let us know.
This is a short episode, guys. We love you, but real life is very busy.
Very busy.
So we're gonna give you more content next week. Hold on.
The week after next week.
The week after next week.
Because you're gonna get another short episode because we're recording that next.
Yes, sir. All right, guys. You know the vibes. Just keep it at 9,000. Follow us everywhere at Keeping It 9,000. Join our Discord to join our community, and let's keep talking about anime. Thank you. We love you. We're always gonna keep it 9,000 with you. You keep it 9,000 with us, and we'll catch you next week. Peace.
It's over 9,000!